Are we recording? Yes! Whoa, shit! That thing was brighter than it looked. Now you can't see me, but yes you can. uh, it's been subpar last few days. Let me see if I can do this here. I'm trying to find a way so y'all can see me talk. Let's see, can you see me? Not the best, but yeah. Well, listen. Listen. I just had somebody in my cab who is a bridesmaid and is about to get married in June. Obviously, she liked my hair. She thought I was a pretty lady. Which, hey, thank you. It got me thinking about, yeah, I think a schmuck like me is gonna get married. I said, I have no plans whatsoever to get married. I'm probably one of the few in my family that did that never got married. I'm not saying I'm missing anything either. But I did say I did want to see what it looked like in a wedding dress. You know, a professionally hair, still braided, of course. Professionally made, but my face professionally done. The right amount of foundation and eyeshadow, lipstick, and all that. And obviously the right dress. But of course, I told him if I ever did get married, not only am I going to wear a dress, I'm going to wear sneakers. I'm going to wear flats, because I said, let's face it, damn thing. You want me to wear uncomfortable pumps for 2.5 hours? I said, I'd rather wear sneakers, I'd rather wear pumps. I said, obviously, they want me to do the dance, whatever. I said, I want my feet to be comfortable. I want my feet being comfy. Well, it's 1:16 in the morning. It's been a subpar, I guess, last few nights. Because obviously you add the warmer weather. That obviously, since we're in the spring now and the day is starting to get longer, it will eventually get warmer too. So you expect something like that. What I wanted to talk about is obviously I have a friend of mine, a fellow sister, lives down in Dallas, Jade. Shout out to you, Jade, my sister. And I'm her sister, she's my sister. We're a sisterhood. Now, obviously, she's already down in Dallas, so she can just take a short little drive over and be at the BTAC, the Black Trans Awareness Conference, which I think starts next week in Dallas. So if you live in Dallas or North Texas, it's basically a short little drive and you're there. And it will have taken me a bus ride and a plane trip to get down to Big D. I have never been to Texas. And I usually do see a good number of Texas plates around here. Or cars with Texas plates. Maybe they're, I don't know, if they're illegal aliens. Watch it. But I understand that it might be transplants from Texas up here. Maybe for work. Maybe for family, something. And they were talking about, I guess, relations. I'm talking about trans men. Now, personally, I don't know any trans men. of color. Not saying I knew one, or rather, I'm not affiliated. I don't know of any trans men. Because yeah, there's a lot of trans women, but also there's also trans men here too, and sometimes they don't get as much attention as trans women do. Women does. But trans men need equal rights and respect as the feminine counterparts. Moi in general, moi to name one, and a host of others. But, I guess sometimes some people just... And also talked about, obviously, if you're a straight man, or cisgendered man, or a straight man, or natural born straight dude, and has a thing, not a fetish, but likes trans women, saying someone makes a pass at me, and they understand about and obviously there is the retaliation they fear should that come out in the open, or if that person gets outed, or that man trans out somebody, like that guy on Survivor did, it could cause some serious consequences. Yeah, but obviously leave it to homophobia to unfortunately rule the day. Now, I don't know any trans men. I'm sure at the BTAC next week there are going to be trans men. I have no problem with that. If I were to go, I might see a couple here and there, but if one wants to be friends, fine. But yeah, that's for all trans people. Like I said, my trans brothers, my trans sisters. We all need rights, and some folks just will not get it. I read something on LGBTQ Nation that some transgendered kids were going to, I guess, seeing they're going to the state capital, Oklahoma City, and an email came out beforehand referring to them as cross-dressers. No! Child, I was one back in 1988, and I realized, obviously 14 years later, I realized I'm more happy being a girl than I am just a part-time trans person. I said, I'm just more comfortable just being a girl. But obviously some folks just will never get it. And you go into a black church, they might still want to go ahead and think, oh, you're just going through a phase, we just pray the phase out of you. Which is the reason why I left that church. Now, I've said it before, but I know that Spring Creek UCC church here in Rockford, yeah, they welcome everybody. And I transitioned eventually in the church too, so. And it's no big whooping. Now, why do black churches want to go ahead and talk about saying that if you're gay, it's just a sin and all that? Oh, they think, oh yeah, guess what? You probably are a sinner. Or those congregationers may have such an intolerance against LGBT folks, they just don't know how to cope with it. They might not know how to cope with it because probably, as I remember hearing, 16% of all Americans 16% of Americans Oh, I got that equation wrong. But only 16% of Americans, I think, know a transgender person or are familiar with one, or maybe 2 or 3, 4. Let's maybe say maybe 7 or 8 tenths people know someone who is trans, and others have never even met a trans person. We're out there. We just want equal rights just as much as everybody else does. And they just think it's all... I remember that John Oliver piece when he did it on transgender rights. What he said is true. You can call us whatever we like. You can call us whatever we like. For obvious reasons, yes. You may call me she, her, ma'am, miss. You may call me that. If you see a trans person, a trans man, you say he, him, sir. Voice is going to be a different thing, but you don't get into it that much. So unless you have a Barry White-like sounding voice, yeah, you need to work on it a little bit. However, my friends, boys and girls of all ages, that bathroom thing is never gonna die, but it's none of your nobody's business about how we go or where we go. We just need to do our thing and leave. But some people just don't give a damn. And probably those on the, especially those on the far right. It could be worse as a transgendered Muslim living in Paris or something like that. Uh-oh. If that new...
We're going to be Lafayette Motel downtown.
10-4. If that Hillary Clinton wannabe in Paris wins that election for becoming president, holy shit. It could be really the end of the whole end of the free world. Maybe. Yeah, the Britain may have fucked up with Brexit, I know. And the bearing regardless of conversation, we fucked up when we hired Trump. Oh boy. So, I have a run. It might not be much, but it's a run. So, until I'll probably do another one, but I'll see you soon. Ta!